Nina Infinity, thank you for joining us.
Hello. Thank you for hello. Thank you for having me today. This is a somber situation that we have on this day. I'm here to read something. If you don't mind, I've written a little bit of a speech here, a little bit of a
Oh, let's put you
little
front and
something.
center here for this speech. Thank you, Nina, on this momentous occasion. Thank you for your
Thank,
presence.
thank you for having me, so that I can share my story with you, dearly beloved. We are gathered here today to mourn the death of Star Wars. Some of you are here because of the show The Acolyte, and some of you for the death of Star Wars happened before the end of the show. Maybe it was Kenobi, Andor, or Mando season 2 that did it for you. But for me, Star Wars has been dead since The Last Jedi. I still remember sitting in the theater, so excited to watch that movie. I was told by my husband that it's going to be shit. It's going to be a shit show. And unlike me, he didn't like The Force Awakens. I was willing to give it a chance. I denied everything he told me, that Star Wars, as we knew it, was over. But it dawned on me. Not at the scene where Luke famously throws away his lightsaber, no. I was still coping in denial at that moment of the film. I kept thinking, this is going to go somewhere. This is going to get better. It's going to get good at any moment now. And then Force Ghost Yoda destroyed the Jedi Temple in the books with Force lightning. And I felt like a part of me died as well. I left the theater in shock. What had I just watched? It took me a while to fully understand and come to terms with what I had just seen. Because for me, The Last Jedi wasn't just the death of Star Wars, it was also the death of Disney. Some of you may know my story. I was born in Iran in the 80s during the Iran-Iraq War, which occurred right after the Islamic Revolution. Because of my government mandates and policing, we were not able to watch Hollywood movies. My mom went out of her way to score us some bootleg movies. A guy would come over to our house with a suitcase of films, rushing us to pick, as he only had a limited time before things got suspicious and we got reported on. He and my parents would have gotten into a lot of trouble if they had gotten caught. They would have gone to jail, been beat, or worse, all for getting us movies, and me, Disney movies. Disney movies shaped me as a child in Iran. They showed me a glimpse of what the West, which was the world forbidden to me, was at the time. So when Disney bought Star Wars, I was happy at first, thinking Disney's the best. They're going to make Star Wars great. Oh boy, was I wrong, because the Disney I knew was gone. It was now a company set on putting their propaganda and ideology at full front ahead of telling a story, namely a story about good and evil, and how sometimes we make one choice that could lead us to either path. That was the story of Anakin, the complicated story of how evil didn't necessarily start out that way, and how, to quote another favorite film of mine, Vanilla Sky, every passing minute is a chance to turn it all around. And that's what Darth Vader did at the last moment before he killed the Emperor. A story that resonated with the race, gender, religion, or whatever else. All that has changed now. And so we are here, and once again, I share my story to remind you of why Star Wars has been dead for me for years. I will hang on to George Lucas's story forever, but Disney Star Wars, and yes, there should be a distinction, will never be my Star Wars. And I stand with you, anyone who has finally come to where I am. We can comfort each other in this loss and look to a future in hope of a better time where beautiful stories will be told again. Thank you.
Nice. So well put. That was awesome. Thank you so much. That was amazing. Amazing. Wipe away those tears